Hi everyone, my name is Shishir Nigam and welcome again to our channel Journey to Freedom, where you can follow along on our journey to financial freedom through the worlds of Shopify and Dropship. So make sure you follow along on our channel, subscribe to it, and drop us a like if you find some value in this content. Today, you're going to be watching episode 4 of a 4-part series where we have been talking about how to dropship in crisis mode. And today we're going to be talking about the shipping and logistics. In episode 3, which I'll tag up here, we talked about effective ads and angles and how you can market the products that you have come up with to sell them in the current environment and what kind of marketing angles relate best to your consumers. Today we're going to be talking about the next step of that in terms of how to handle logistics and supply issues in the current environment. Make sure you stay till the end of this one to catch all the information, and if you're liking the content, drop us a like. Let's get right into it. First of all, you need to be avoiding fulfilling through AliExpress in the current environment. Why do I say that? Usually pre-crisis, most of us were using conventional e-packet shipping to fulfill our orders and get them to the customers. Now in the current environment, e-packet is definitely slower and it's having a numerous amount of problems. So that's one area, one shipping mechanism that you ideally want to avoid unless it's absolutely necessary. In some cases, for certain type of products, e-packet is the only service that can get your products to the customers. For example, if your products have more than a certain amount of liquid in them as part of the product, then oftentimes only e-packet services will get you to the end customer. So there are certain restrictions, but wherever possible, you need to try to avoid using and relying on e-packet because it's currently not reliable at all. Now, what is the alternative? The alternative is that you need to be using sourcing agents that I'll talk about in a bit. But even on AliExpress itself, you can find alternative shipping modes, which often you'll see here: China Post registered email, AliExpress standard shipping. None of these are currently very reliable. And of course, the other problem with fulfilling with AliExpress is that you don't know when the stocks will go, when your items will go out of stock. Because that has happened to me numerous times in the current crisis. When I'm finding some products which I'm fulfilling through AliExpress, very often because they're in high demand, they become out of stock without any advance notice to me, and I'm still running ads for them. So that can create a very, very painful problem of trying to find suppliers for products which are quite scarce in the marketplace. So all in all, generally try to avoid fulfillment on AliExpress. Now, what's the alternative in this crisis? Here's what you need to do. Look for sourcing agents or fulfillment agents, and these are essentially private third-party logistics companies that are often based out of China itself, and they do a lot of the sourcing for you, and they're able to present to you with a lot more shipping options, not just e-packet, but they're able to give you a lot more other options which may be more costly, but they're working, they're reliable, right? Now, how do you find sourcing agents, right? Go to any major Facebook dropshipping group, and I'm sure you're part of many, but if you aren't, just search on Facebook for them, join some of them, and the ones that are large will often have sourcing agents and fulfillment agents advertising their services in the comments section. So do a search for terms like sourcing agent, fulfillment agents, and you'll come across results like this. You can see here, I run a fulfillment center, I can help you, 7 to 12 days shipping, lower price, send us a private message. Another one here with their website. So you'll see numerous examples like these where people are advertising their services in response to questions that dropshippers are asking in these Facebook groups. Now, the advantages are that very often fulfilling through these agents is cheaper than AliExpress because they go to the source manufacturer of the product. It is often faster because they have access to multiple shipment services, and they are often auto-fulfilling these orders for you because they are able to connect to the back end of your Shopify store, and that allows them to essentially see all the orders coming through. So you don't have to manually go and fulfill them through Oberlo and AliExpress. They just do it for you, and then you pay the invoice whenever they bill you. So there are 3 major advantages, and of course, when we talked about shipping, we said do not use e-packet. So you need to ask these sourcing agents for These private shipping services called Unexpress or Yanmen Shipping, both of these are the ones which have been quite reliable to date, even in the current crisis situation. So these should be useful in getting your products to the end customer despite all the logistical delays that everybody else in the dropshipping world is facing. Now, second aspect here is the customer service. Okay, despite which shipping service you utilize, you will still end up with some sort of shipping delays, and that could be because of the shipping delays in the destination country, in the US, in the United Kingdom, and Canada, because all of these countries are still in the midst of the crisis. So good customer service is paramount. Okay, that is what will make or break your business in the current environment. As I mentioned before, you need to be empathetic. You need to be relating to your customers and the kind of problems that they're experiencing. If you keep the communication channels open with your customers, they will be patient with you. And you'll be surprised at how patient they can be, as long as you are making them aware of what's going on, right? They're okay to wait for their package as long as you've been upfront with them when they first bought the product, right? You're not promising, 2-day delivery or something, but you're upfront about the realistic timelines. And then if they follow up, in case of any delay, then you're again transparent about where the product currently is. And if there is an issue in the supply chain, then telling them, hey, we're having issues at our fulfillment centers in China and Hong Kong. We can expect that the product will reach you in the next 1 or 2 weeks, right? So giving them an update of where the product is, tracking updates, and explaining to them what's behind the problem. That's usually enough for them to understand and be patient, but they need a response. You cannot just leave them hanging. That's the key thing. Okay, so open communication, frequent communication with your customers. And here I'm going to show you our exact email template that we use for our customers, and it's been very effective in getting our customers to understand the current situation. So you can see here we're saying, hey, thanks for your message. We received your order on this date. It was shipped out on this date. USPS has advised us of delays in processing due to significantly reduced staffing. Now, this is a common message that you'll see many service providers using, but rest assured it's on its way to you. Here's the tracking that will help you monitor the delivery progress. We send the tracking link. We indicate that the package left for the destination country on this date. And please note, there'll be a time gap before it gets recognized by USPS in the US. Thanks again for your patience in the difficult times, and we hope you're staying safe and healthy. So you can see here the way the message is crafted, it gives them the impression that you are in control, right? You know what's going on. Hey, this is when we got your order. This is when we shipped it out. This is where it is now. This is when you can expect it. So it gives them the comfort that you know what you're talking about and you're not confused about what's going on with their package. So give them all this information, even if they've not requested it, because it shows that you're on top of things. You're on top of your supply chain. And then the closing line here again shows that empathy. Hey, it's difficult times. We hope you're staying safe and healthy, and we thank you for your patience and understanding given all the issues that are going on. So this is a fantastic template that you can use in your own customer service emails, and it will really be effective in winning you some brownie points and some extra days that your customer is willing to wait. So I hope you found this episode and this entire series of 4 episodes helpful. If you have not seen the earlier episodes, I would highly recommend starting from episode number 1, which was all about mindset and how to dropship in crisis mode. If you've liked the content, again, drop us a like, comment below on what you found useful, and stay tuned for the next video.